Hey everyone, it's Graydon Urso here with Forever Booked, and in this video I just want to make this quick presentation to show you the hidden secret to long-term Facebook ad success. And the reason I want to make this video is I talk to so many cosmetic clinic owners, and when we start talking about Facebook ads or marketing on Facebook, a lot of them sort of been put off by it. It usually hasn't worked for them. Maybe they've tried posting some advertisements on Facebook but just not getting much of a response. Maybe they've generated leads through Facebook advertising or have a marketing agency that's generating leads, but they just haven't really been able to get many of those leads to turn into appointments or in actual patients. Or maybe they have some people that are coming into their clinic from Facebook, but a lot of them are just tire kickers, not really turning into high value cases. And so I want to show you with this video some ways that you can really get a lot more value from the money that you put into Facebook advertising and how you can get a lot more long-term success with it. And I'm going to do this by showing you the 4 different levels of Facebook ad campaign sophistication, starting from a very basic Facebook ad campaign to a more complex one that has a lot more moving parts. So let's just start off with level 1 here. So this is the typical ad that I'll see on Facebook. It's just an ad that goes straight to a consultation or just going to straight to your website. And it will look something like this. So you can actually go to any business on Facebook and you can see exactly what ads they currently have live on the platform. And this is a typical ad that I'll see. There's an offer here, so there's 20% off offer, and then the call to action is to just book an appointment by calling in, or if you click on this learn more, it will go to their website. And so this is the most common type of Facebook ad. It's the most simple type of ad, but the problem is with this type of ad, it's very hard to track. It's very hard to see who's actually coming into your clinic through this specific advertisement, unless you have some sort of call tracking number for that phone number, or if you can track the people who've gone to your website that are coming into your clinic, it's very hard to track. And when you can't track your marketing campaigns, this creates a lot of uncertainty, and then as a result, you don't have the confidence to continue investing money in the platform to bring more business. So it's really important to be able to track your campaigns. The second problem is these ads aren't very effective at getting new patients in. Usually it's just going to be existing patients that are going to call you because they're already familiar with your business. And to understand this, you need to sort of think of the state of mind people are in when they're on Facebook. They're not there to make a decision, they're sort of just there to hang out. And if you ask someone that doesn't know your business to just pick up the phone and call, the chance of them doing that is very small because they're not familiar with your business, and that's just a very big step to take. So let's move on to level 2, and this is what I call a lead generation advertisement. And these campaigns usually work better because instead of asking someone to call you right away, you're adding that intermediary step where they enter their information in exchange for maybe a coupon or a voucher that they can use in your business. And you'll usually get more of a response because that first step isn't so intimidating. It's just easier for someone to fill out an offer. They're not yet going all the way and actually booking their consultation. So an example of this would be a Facebook lead ad where someone can just click on your ad and fill out some information to get the offer. You can also have the ad go to a landing page outside of Facebook where they can fill out some information. And this is what that will look like. So you'll have the ad right here, and then someone will click on the ad, they'll go to a separate web page where they fill out their information, and then they go to this thank you page where you want them to sort of take action and call their clinic. And so with these types of campaigns, since you've gathered their information, usually a name, email, and phone number, you can actually do a follow-up call and book these people in. So this is a more effective campaign because you have a chance to then follow up with that prospect and actually get them to come into your clinic. But there's still problems with this campaign. It's better, but it's very labor intensive to follow up with leads. If you've ever done lead generation advertising, you know that it's a lot of work to follow up with these people manually, right? And a lot of people won't pick up the phone, and you have to organize all your leads and make sure you're following up with them a couple times to make sure they actually come in. So it's definitely very labor intensive to follow up with them. And a lot of leads aren't necessarily ready to buy right away. It's sort of funny. You think if they fill out a form, they're gonna want to book right away, right? But what you'll find is a very small percentage of those people that fill out the form will actually end up booking their consultation right away. So what happens is you'll just generate all those leads and they kind of just sit there and nothing really happens. And that's a very common problem when people do lead generation advertising. So let's go to the third level. This is when you have a lead generation advertising campaign, but you also have short-term follow-up in place, and you also have retargeting in place. And I'll explain exactly what this is. So similar to the previous campaign, they fill out an offer on Facebook, they go to the thank you page, you get sent their information, you're probably going to do a follow-up call, but in addition, you have this sequence of emails and text messages and even a voicemail that can be sent out to that lead over the next couple of days to ensure that they actually book their consultation. And this is a lot better because if you can actually make this all automated, and that will take a lot of pressure off your staff to follow up with these people because you'll have that automated follow-up going out. And so this is pretty common if you have a marketing agency generating leads for you. There's a good chance that they have this sort of follow-up in place using an autoresponder like MailChimp or Aweber, or there's a bunch of autoresponders that you can use that will automatically send these out. And then you also have your retargeting here as well. So this is another thing that marketing agencies will do. You can actually place a little pixel, a tracking pixel on this page here. So if someone, after they've filled out the information to claim their offer, you can also retarget them with an ad on Facebook to ensure that they actually book their consultation. So in addition to follow-up calls and emails and texts, you also have this retargeting ad that's going to say, hey, look, we noticed you claimed our coupon. Now it's time to actually call and book. So by adding these two things here, you're just adding to your follow-up, and you're going to increase the chance of those prospects booking their appointment. So that's level 3. And this is even better, but you'll still find that most of those leads won't contact you even after all those follow-up attempts. And this can be really frustrating if you're advertising online. It doesn't matter where you're generating leads from, whether it's through Facebook or Google or through your website. No matter how hard you hit those leads on the phone, through email, through voicemail, a good percentage of them are still not going to buy within that sort of first couple weeks. And so what most clinics will do at this point is just sort of give up. They'll deem those leads dead leads, they're not good, and they'll just sort of sit there. But here's a pretty interesting stat. 62% of buyers who show interest will purchase within 1 year. And this doesn't mean purchase from you, it means purchase from anyone. Anyone who provides that service that they're interested in, they're gonna make that purchase within 1 year. So if you just give up after a week or two, they're going to purchase from someone. If not, who are they going to purchase from? And so here's level 4. Level 4 is when you have your lead generation campaign, you're following up in the short term, you have your retargeting campaigns going, but then you also have this long-term nurture sequence, which is going to take those leads that didn't purchase from you immediately, and it's going to throw them into this sequence that's going to keep in touch with them over the next months and even years until they purchase. And by having this sort of long-term nurture follow-up system in place, you're going to be able to stay top of mind for all those people that didn't purchase from you right away but are still interested, are still going to purchase within that 1 year. And so unless 62% of the leads that you generate are actually coming in and purchasing from your business, which I highly doubt they are, I bet close to 10 or 20% of the leads that you generate are actually booking their consult, it's worth it for you to actually stay in touch with these people over the long term. But here's the problem. Most people don't have a long-term follow-up system in place because, first of all, they don't understand the value of long-term follow-up. They just sort of, they don't see the value of following up with these people long-term. And second, it's just too much work for them to do, to stay in touch with all these leads that they're generating. It's just much easier to spend more money on Facebook or whatever advertising platform and generate more fresh leads that are ready to buy right now. But the problem with that is, as more people get on these advertising platforms, it's getting more and more expensive to generate leads. Every day, Facebook ad costs are going up. There's more advertisers entering the platform. There's more competition fighting to generate more leads. So as that lead cost goes up, you won't be able to afford to just generate new ones all the time and only book in the ones that are ready to book right now. So the secret to long-term success with Facebook ads or any type of advertising where you're generating leads is to have a really solid long-term follow-up system in place. And if you're watching this video because you clicked on the link in the email that I sent you, That's an example of long-term follow-up in action right there, right? We're pretty transparent about this. We advertise on Facebook. You can fill out your name and email to watch our case study video, and then at the end there's an option to book a call with us. But obviously the majority of people aren't going to book a call because either they're not ready, they're not familiar with us enough, they just don't think it's for them. Whatever reason, most people aren't going to book a call right away. And so we have a short-term email sequence that will sort of follow up with people. But again, the majority of them still won't book, and that's why I send out content to my list. I try to do it every week, and what will happen is I'll have people that have been on my list for months, and they'll eventually be ready, they'll book a call, and they'll become a client. So that's a testament to the power and the effectiveness of long-term follow-up right there. And it's the same thing in your business. And so I really think it's worth some effort to try to stay in touch with the leads that you generate over the long run, and you'll definitely start to see returning dividends for you. So that's it for this video. Thanks a lot for watching. If you understand the value of following up with leads, but just don't know how to make it work in your business, whether that's short-term follow-up or long-term follow-up or both, I'll be happy to help you out. Whether your staff is just going crazy trying to follow up with leads and it's just a mess, whether you need better sort of short-term follow-up systems in place to take some pressure off your staff, or maybe you just you're having trouble coming up with good content that you can send out in the long run that's going to sort of engage people. Maybe you're just too busy and you're just having trouble coming up with that content. So if that's you, I'll be happy to jump on a call and share with you some of the strategies we use for our clients. You can click the link below, go to my website, foreverbook.com, and book a call with me. This is what we focus on with our clients a lot. It's all about the follow-up with us. That's how people and our clients really get results. And we're actually starting a service where we'll interview our clients every month and figure out exactly what's going on in their business. And we'll turn that interview into really sort of punchy, educational, entertaining, professional emails that they can send out on a regular basis to stay in touch with all these leads that they're generating. And so if you understand the value of this and you want to really improve it in your business to get the most out of your advertising dollars, then I'd be happy to jump on a call with you. And otherwise, thanks a lot for watching once again, and I'll see you on the next video.